What's up guys, my name is Wow, and today I'm going to bring you guys some channel updates and a condensed version of the Mage updates in WoD. Okay, to start out with, I'm going to start out with the channel updates. First, I'm going to be posting these versions of class updates in WoD for the next week or so until my computer gets fixed. And then I'll be back to normal, upload every day. I'll try and upload every day. I'll try and upload these every day this week. But yeah, I think I'll be able to do it, no problem. And now to the channel, and now to the class updates. First, Mage. Okay, to start out with, Presence of Mind is no longer a talent, it is instead known by Arcane Mages. Evanesce is a new talent at level 15. It replaces Presence of Mind. When you cast Evanesce, you fade into the nether, avoiding all attacks against you for 3 seconds. This spell may be cast while a cast time spell is in progress. It is not on the global cooldown. So you can be casting a Frostbolt and cast an Evanesce, and you won't get hit by any damage for 3 seconds. This replaces Ice Block and has a 45-second cooldown. Temporal Shield has been removed, and Temporal Shield has been removed, and Alter Time is now a level 30 talent, replacing Temp Shield. Alter Time now lasts for 15 seconds, up from 6 seconds, has a 90-second cooldown, down from 3 minutes, and no longer affects the casting mage's mana, buffs, or debuffs. So pretty much, you pretty much just run in there, cast an Alter Time, and do your damage, and then run out, and you'll be fine. They're having it now where Cold Snap, instead of just replacing your Ice Block cooldowns, will also replace your Dragon's Breath, Presence of Mind, and your Evanesce cooldowns. So that's a slight buff for mages. Nether Tempest, Living Bomb, and Frost Bomb are now available to their corresponding specialization only and share the left talent spot. So Frost Mages will only be able to cast Frost Bomb, Fire Mages, Living Bomb, and Nether Tempests with Arcane Mages. The Nether Tempest can now only be applied to one target, down from unlimited targets it could be applied on, but its secondary damage now hits all targets in range, up from 1, and deals 100% to the primary damage target, up from 50%. This is a big nerf, I think, because you could do a lot of damage by just spamming your Nether Tempest on everybody and just watching it kill like the whole other team over like a minute. It used to be raw, now you're only going to be able to apply it on one target, and I don't really know how I feel about that. Living Bomb has also been changed, but not that much. It's pretty much the same as before, except that most of its damage that it's going to do is going to be moved to the explosion, or the last few seconds of it, where it blows up and hits everybody in like a 5-yard range. Like the other two bombs, Frost Bomb has also been redesigned. It now lasts 12 seconds, has no cooldown, and explodes every time the target is hit by the mage's ice lances while frozen. The damage per explosion has been reduced to 75% to compensate. I think this is really cool, and you'll be able to pack a lot more damage into the deep freeze. They're giving mages a new level 75 talent choice, Unstable Magic. It takes up the middle slot in the level 75 talent where Frostbomb used to be, I think. Don't quote me on that. And it's called Unstable Magic, and Unstable Magic causes your Arcane Blast, Fireball, and Frostbolt to have a 25% chance to explode on impact, dealing additional 50% damage to the target and all other enemies within 8 yards. The right level 75 talent is a new spell which varies by class specialization. For the Fire Mage level 75 talent, they get Blast Wave, which causes an explosion of fiery force around the target, enemy, or ally, dealing fire damage, which causes all enemies within 8 yards to be dazed, reducing their movement speed by 70% for 4 seconds. If the primary target is an enemy, they will take 100% increased damage. Replaces Frost Nova, and it has a 25-second cooldown and an instant cast. The Frost Mages will get Ice Nova, causes a whirly of icy wind around the target, enemy, or ally, dealing frost damage to all enemies within 8 yards and freezing them for 4 seconds. If the primary target is an enemy, they will take 100% increased damage, and this also replaces Frost Nova. 20-second cooldown, instant cast. Alright, to start off with the level 90 talents, we're going to start off by telling you, Invocation has been removed. Finally! That was the most annoying spell to cast. It was horrible for PvP, the most annoying thing for PvE, and I just hated it. Mirror Images now inherit 50% of the mage's spell power, up from 5, so they're going to be doing 10 times as much damage as they did before, which is a lot. So if they're hitting for 3Ks, they'll be hitting for 30Ks, which will just be raw with, you pop your mirror images, you throw your frozen orb out there, you deep them, and you just start spamming your Ice Lance with Frostborn on them, they're going to be dead in like a second. Your Root of Power no longer replaces Evocation, and no longer increases the mana regeneration, and now lasts 3 minutes, up to 1 minute. Incanter's Ward has been removed, and it's been replaced by Incanter's Flow, a new level 90 talent. Incanter's Flow, magical energy flows through you, increasing all spell damage done by 5% per stack. While in combat, the magical energy builds up to 5 stacks over 5 seconds, and then diminishes to 1 stack over 5 seconds. This cycle repeats every 5 seconds. I think this will be a passive ability, even though I don't say it, so if you pick that, you're just going to be doing a lot more damage if you time your burst correctly, and I think that should be good, but I think mirror images will probably be the right talent to take, but I'm not really sure before WoD comes out, but we'll see. Frost Armor now grants 15% chance to multi-strike instead of 7% haste. Glyph of Frost Firebolt is now only available to Fire Mages. Glyph of Icy Veins now causes Icy Veins to provide 75% chance to multi-strike instead of 20% haste. Shatter now multiplies critical strike chance by 1.5, down from 2. And the Brain Freeze effect no longer makes Frost Firebolt instant, but it can now stack to 2. It also no longer triggers from the Balm of Talents, and instead has a 10% chance to trigger from Frostbolt cast. Each multi-strike of Frostbolt increases that cast's chance by an additional 45%, total of 100% on double multi-strikes.